Hi there, it's Rika. A while ago I made a video called The Coolest Alterhuman Gear. So now I wanted to make a video about my Alterhuman gear where I showcase all of the gear I've collected over the past 8 years. And it's a lot. Hi, middle of the video recording, Rika here. Before this video starts, I want to mention a couple of things, which I do in all my Alterhuman videos. Sorry if you get bored of it. Yes, I'm wearing a Therian shirt, but I am not a Therian. I do not use the label Therian because I do not identify as an animal in any way. I identify as fully human. Now, I'm Alterhuman because I experience a lot of similar things as Therians do. Mental shifts, phantom limbs, species euphoria, heightened senses, all of that. So because of my neurodiversity, I unintentionally developed this animal-like behavior, and that's why I experience shifts. But yeah, no, I do not think I'm an animal. It's just important for me to say. But yeah, I'm wearing my Therian shirt to support all of you other Therians out there. Rika, the Nile is a river in Egypt. Goddamn. Anyway, that's the information. Thank you, and enjoy the video. I'll start with the taxidermy. Alright, I have a bunch of taxidermy tails. Now, all of these tails came from various Etsy shops that provide ethically sourced fur. So, none of these came from cruel fur farms. And I love all these tails. I got small ones, big ones, and I use them interchangeably, so whatever I feel like it. But my favorite is undoubtedly this one. This one right here. I also like this one where I attached a end of another tail onto this one, but it's a bit rough. And then this small one I wear quite a lot in public. It has the perfect colors for me. It's just a little small. It's from a Kit Fox. And yeah, I have a bunch of them. So these are actually part of the collection where I did my giveaway from, and the rest I kept for myself. I also have a bunch of other taxidermy that's hung on my walls, and I'll show that now. So my bedroom is also very Alterhuman-y, by reptiles and amphibians. These are poisonous dart frogs, and that's a Pac-Man frog in the big enclosure over there. And over here is my veiled chameleon setup. This is a temporary setup. He'll be in here until he turns 1, and then he'll get a bigger, much higher enclosure, because if they're adult, you can't keep them in this. This is not Alterhuman gear, but I thought it would be cool to show off my very, very cool reptiles. Bunch of plans. These are some stress toys. I got my fursuit badges, some dream catchers, of course. And then here is a portion. These are all parts of a coyote, but it's obviously supposed to represent a wolf. This is from that same seller as the other ones, which I link below. And this is a coyote hide, and it isn't actually a normal coyote hide. As you can see, these are all pieces of scrapped fur that were going to be thrown in the trash, that were all sewn together to get one hide. So these are scrap furs that otherwise would end up in a trash can, and now they're recycled to look like this beautiful hide, and it's just gorgeous. I can't stop looking at it. I also have some wool flag and some dream catchers as well. A miniature wolf display, where I display all my miniatures, and yeah, I just love the look of it. It's so cool. Next, I'll start with everyone's favorite, the tail prosthetic limb. Yeah, this is the one I got the most praise for, and God, I love it so much. So I'll put it on and I'll show you how it works again, because I never get tired of doing that. Putting it on might take a while, but I'll speed it up for you. And there we go. That's how I put it on. Now, yeah, I'll demonstrate it again. Don't mind the other gear on the floor. And when my body moves, the tail moves like an animal's would. So I'll do the balancing trick. So it actually helps me keep my balance by swinging back and forth, just like an animal tail would, and it actually works quite well. I have terrible, terrible balance, mind you. There we go. This is a prosthetic limb tail, and it's undoubtedly one of my favorites. It's just so cool that I can actually make the tail move like an animal's would, just using my body. There's no electronics in this tail. It's all pulley systems, and I can just make it do whatever. It took a while for me to get it right, but yeah, it's just super cool, and I'll be wearing it for the rest of the video. Ravi here is my Kinsona suit. She has a head, arm sleeves, paws, kind of feet paws, but I'll show those later, and the prosthetic limb tail. So I'll put her on for a minute. Her mouth moves, and she's just absolutely perfect. It represents me pretty well, and I actually sometimes really do love looking like this. It's really cool. And yeah, of course I'd be a fursuit in this video. Ravi is my favorite part of my gear. This fursuit is just amazing. Though she fits quite uncomfortably and I basically can't see anything, she's just the greatest and I love her so much. And alongside Ravi come these paws. These are realistic fursuit paws with silicone paw pads, and they look very realistic and menacing. They have claws, they have the silicone paw pads that are kind of squishable. They just look very realistic, and I haven't really worn them without wearing Ravi, but you could do that. It's just really cool. I have these. I made these myself. These are half paws that you can slide around your shoes. So I can use them on pretty much all the shoes I have. I'll put a picture in here of me using it on the shoes. But these are super cool and you can just wear them in public. I haven't done that except for when I wore Ravi, but I'm probably gonna wear those to a future Alterhuman meet I'm going to. And yeah, everyone can just make these. It's foam, so I just sculpted the toes. Yeah, I need to fix this. I sculpted the toes out of foam and then put some fur over it. And this isn't airbrushed, it's just done with a fabric marker. And yeah, it works pretty well. It's kind of hard to keep these clean though because they're white, but super cool. Next are my half hats. I have two. One I finished yesterday and one I had for a while. I made both of these. I made Mini Ravi 1.0 completely myself. She is completely made out of foam, as you can see. I don't like her a lot because her forehead is just so big, but I was quite proud of her. I try to make her look like Ravi, and again, for the markings, I used fabric markers. I tried to make the eyes out of resin, but it didn't go very well. There's a lot of air holes in it, and overall, the quality isn't too good. But the cool thing about Mini Ravi is, and I probably only show it, and I put her on. There she goes. She got moving ears. So there's wires connected to the ears, and they kind of move. But you know, you kind of have to reset them because they don't spring back very well. Yeah, the wire gets stuck sometimes. There is a little tube in there that the wire runs through so it doesn't get stuck, but it gets stuck anyway. And this is Mini Ravi 2.0. She is made out of a Halloween mask, a mouth mover mask to be exact. And what I did to make her like this is I shaved a little bit of the fur here. I shaved the ears to make them look more realistic. I took the original eyes out and put new glass eyes in, then put black fabric over them to give them more realistic shape. I also took the jaw off, which is quite easy. Right here you can see part of the hinge. You just have to take the little screw in the hinge off and the mouth comes off, and then you have to just cut it out of the fur, and that's that. The lining was already in there when I got it, super handy, and this one is just really cool. Let me put her on. Yeah, this is what it looks like. I'm really happy with it. I can wear her like this, and I can wear her like this. The visibility when I wear her like this isn't that great, but like this, you can basically see anything. Next come some smaller things, and you might have noticed that I am wearing an Alterhuman pin, and I designed this, and a friend of mine made a button out of it. So super cool. I have 2 buttons and 1 keychain. The other ones are on my backpack. I also have a bunch of necklaces. This one is super cool. It also came from Etsy. This one is also really cool. This came from the animal sanctuary I went to see the wolves. And this one I found in a second-hand shop. Very cool. Next piece of gear is a little bit stranger, but it's actually tattoos. I got a tattoo done of a little wolf, and I absolutely love it. It's 3 weeks old now. As you can see, it's kind of healed. And I love this tattoo. I've been thinking about getting it for like 3 years now. And now I finally did, and I couldn't be more happy. It's so cool. It's definitely a more unique type of gear. You always have it with you, and you can kind of just represent yourself by getting it. And my other tattoo is this little more subtle wolf on my arm, which is the first tattoo I ever got. Also super happy with it. I love it to death. It's super cool. I also have these ears that I also brought to a meet once. I don't wear them a lot because they fall off very easily. There you go. Those are the ears. And that was pretty much all the Alterhuman gear I have. Thank you for watching. I want to make a lot more Alterhuman videos. I'm just gonna see how I can do it and what I can make, but please let me know what you want to see about my Alterhumanity, since my channel is mostly about furries and fursuiting, and sometimes theme parks, and a little bit of animals. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll end the video with a couple of tail wags.